Tell us where Boonville is.
Coach Barkley said he didn't know.
Yeah, never
Oh,
been
Southern
there.
Indiana, right down in the corner near Evansville. At this point, I can't even say that I'm from Boonville. Most of the time, I'll just say I'm from the Evansville area, and most people know what I'm talking about. But then I'll specify Boonville.
Did you grow up in Boonville?
Oh yeah, born and raised there, several generations.
Okay. So just kind of walk us back to the story, how you got here. You were committed to the Navy, right? And then
Yep.
how did this all, from your perspective, kind of play out?
So I was committed to Navy. That was the summer going into my senior year. And I was committed to him for about a year, still looking for other options, but staying steady on the Navy just because of the financial situation, but also going into the military. But then when Purdue hit me up, pretty much right after my season, right after track season, Purdue was always the dream school from the start. If I could have had a chance to go there from the beginning, I always knew that I sort of wanted to take that. So from there, I just thought I'd take my chances, see what happens.
Well, why do you think you were overlooked coming out of high school?
I feel like Southern Indiana is typically kind of an under-recruited area, in my opinion, just from what I've seen from my area and kids, athletes that we have down there. I think there's a lot of hidden gems that you can find down there, but that's just my take on it, but no one knows for sure.
Chris said that he called you on the day, like your mom's wedding.
Yeah, we were
Trying to
actually
get the process started.
So we were down in Florida for my mom was getting remarried, and I was actually on the beach at the time that he called me, and we had the conversation. I was just, my mom's sitting there, they're freaking out. I'm just ecstatic.
What's it like to get the payoff, Devin? I mean, you walk on, it's a lot of work, practice. I mean, now it really hasn't taken you that long to get a payoff. I mean, just talk about this journey so far.
I mean, I always knew I'd have to earn it from the beginning. So just first getting here, I just knew I had to stay on the grindstone, and that still continues to this day. I still need to get better and do what I have to do, but, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it's been a long way that I've come so far, and I still feel like I have a long way that I can go. So it just still continues from here.
What did that touchdown feel like?
That was a dream come true right there. Ever since being a little kid, thinking, oh, I want to be out there one day, score my first touchdown, and now I've done it. So just got to keep making goals from here.
What was the appeal about going to Navy in the first place?
Having the full ride scholarship, having everything paid for, so that afterward, with the benefits of the military and everything, I was sort of like a no-brainer at that point.
Right. I mean, did Navy kind of fit your running style and what you want to do? I mean, that's all they do is run the option.
With the triple option, that would have been good. I do like having a little bit more space. So this offense is definitely more what I ran in high school, especially the spread out offense. So this especially suited me more, but they definitely do run the ball a lot.
Describe your style.
So I feel like I'm definitely a skittish back type, but I definitely do like to run downhill a lot harder. That's why I'm still continuing to try to put on weight so I can have sort of just a little bit of the best of both worlds.
How about talk about a little bit some of your track and field background. Coach is obviously mentioning that back in your high school days, how that's kind of contributed to your running style now, and maybe the importance of being a multiple sport athlete, trying to make it at the next level.
Yeah, track and field, I ran the hurdles and long jumped, ended up winning state in the long jump my senior year and got runner-up in the 110 hurdles. I take away from that, I think it just helps with my athleticism more, staying explosive, especially in the long jump, and then flexibility in the hurdles so that I can just do with my body what I need to.
Did you always know you could play at this level?
I always had confidence in myself that I thought I could come here and still be able to compete if I just worked. So, I've always sort of had that in my mind that I could.
I know you're a year older than Brady Allen, but who won when you guys clashed in high school? Gibson Southern against Boonville.
Gibson Southern did win. I'll give him that. It was definitely a shootout the first time we played. I had my record rushing game that was 419, and still he outthrew us that day.
419 you ran for?
Ran for 419.
Against Gibson Southern?
Against Gibson Southern. We actually played twice my senior year. They still beat us the second time, too.
Did you get a group text from Boonville, like after you scored your touchdown and in the aftermath of that game?
Oh, my phone was blowing up. My dad and all the rest of my family was telling me how everything on Facebook, text. My uncle was telling me about the other day that when I was in the game, his phone was just nonstop ringing. Devin's in the game. Devin's playing. He's doing okay.